Hi everyone, and welcome to Free Range Diva. You know, many people have found that incorporating a period of fasting into their routine has been a game changer for their health, their weight, their energy levels, and I'm one of them. So today I want to share 5 reasons why I intermittent fast and why I love it. First, a quick disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional, and although I'm going to be talking about some basic biological functions in this video, please do your own research and consult your doctor before making any changes to your diet, lifestyle, or incorporating anything into your life that we may talk about today in this video. Because intermittent fasting may not be right for you. It's not recommended for children under the age of 18, for pregnant or breastfeeding women, and if you are diabetic or taking insulin, you really need to have a serious discussion with your doctor before adapting a fasting regimen. So having said all that, my personal experience now, I have been intermittent fasting since January, and since that time I have accomplished some major weight loss and body recomposition goals. I do a clean fast, so I only drink water during the fasting hours, although you can also incorporate unsweetened tea or black coffee as in your fasting during your fasting times. I choose not to do that. So the first reason, number 1, is I have a lot more energy. During the fasting period, a lot of changes start to occur in the body. Insulin levels drop, there's a rise in human growth hormone, and cellular housekeeping starts to occur, where the body starts to clean out waste products in the cells, making them function more efficiently. So a word about insulin. Insulin is a hormone. It's made in the pancreas, and its primary function is to regulate glucose in the bloodstream. Every time you eat, the body begins processing that food into glucose. Insulin spikes, and this insulin spikes allows the glucose to penetrate into the cells, giving them energy. Any excess calories you consume get stored as fat. So during the fasting period, you're going for long periods of time without eating, therefore without insulin spiking. This improves your metabolism, it lowers blood sugar, and it stops insulin resistance. Now, to me, my perception of all this genetic activity going on behind the scenes is that I sleep better and I have a lot more energy. In fact, that was the first thing I noticed. It took about 2 weeks, but I did notice immediately that I just had a lot more oomph when I got up in the morning. The second thing I love about intermittent fasting is that it's a lifestyle, not a diet. There's no calorie counting, no carb counting, no worry about portion sizes or points. Basically, you can eat whatever you want during your eating period. But what you eat determines your results and whether or not you get the maximum benefits from your fast. So for example, I learned through this process that I was not getting nearly enough protein. And getting enough protein allows your body to build muscle, that increases your metabolism, and allows you to easily lose weight and keep it off. I also learned that I don't like to go to bed with undigested food in my stomach. Finishing my last meal 3 to 4 hours before bedtime allows me to sleep better and increases my energy the next day. Which brings us to number 3. I love that intermittent fasting is flexible. It's adaptable to your schedule, your lifestyle, your weight loss goals, and there are several different ways to do it. Many people are familiar with time-restricted eating. This is when you have a period of several hours that you fast, and then another period of several hours that you eat. When I started, I fasted for 18 hours and ate for 6 hours. Many people have found that fasting for 16 hours and eating for 8 is very easy, but you can You can fast for 12 hours and eat for 12 hours, or for 14 hours and eat for 10 hours. In fact, many people, when they first start, they start with a 12-hour eating window and a 12-hour fast, or a 10-14. Those are pretty easy to do and to maintain. But time-restricted eating is only one type of fasting. There's alternate day fasting, where you eat one day, whatever you want, and then you fast the next day. So it's one day of eating followed by one day of fasting. There's the 5-2, which is you have 5 days of eating regularly and 2 days of fasting. Then there's what's known as OMAD, or one meal a day. Usually you'll fast for between 22 hours and then eat your one meal during that 2-hour eating window. Or you can do any combination of what I just described. My best friend, who started doing OMAD, one meal a day, in January, finds that for her, that is what fits best with her schedule. She's usually very busy. She's a doctor, so she can be very busy in the mornings, doesn't really get hungry until around noon. If she has clinic that day, she might not eat until 2. Then she has a really good meal, a good filling meal, and by the time she gets home from work in the evenings, she doesn't feel like eating dinner. So she's very tired, she goes to bed. So that's sort of her routine. She doesn't stick to a strict schedule, but she does incorporate a longer fasting time based on the fact that she just feels better when she does it that way. And because you have the flexibility, you can go on vacation, you can dine out with friends, you can have a cheat day, and you can always adapt your diet or your day to fit that. If you decide, I'm just going to have a regular eating day today, cheat day, whatever you want to call it, that's fine. Eat late, eat early, whatever. Then the next day you can go back to your regular schedule. There is no rigidity with this lifestyle of intermittent fasting, and it's very fluid. It fits. You can customize it to fit you. I prefer to eat early because, as I said before, I don't like going to bed with feeling like I've got food in my stomach. So I fast. I do a 16-8. I eat from 10 in the morning till 6 in the evening, and then I'm done. And I don't get hungry and I don't get snacky. I'm perfectly content with that. And I feel great. Number 4 is that it has changed my relationship with food. I am free to eat healthy, wholesome, delicious, nutritious food, whatever I want in my eating window. If you choose to eat processed food all day long, you will still reap some benefits, but not as many as if you provide your body with what it needs: the protein, the antioxidants, the fiber, healthy fats. Even dessert from time to time. And eating this way has helped me get in touch with satiety, or feeling satiated. I had a friend ask, what's the difference between feeling satiated and feeling full? And in my experience, I could eat a meal, and then 2 hours later, I would feel snacky. I'm not really satisfied. I need something to crunch on, or just something. And that doesn't happen. Eating until I feel satiated has helped me understand what my body needs to fuel itself. It's helped me lose my sugar cravings. It can also be perceived as very calming to your system. It does reduce inflammation, so that maybe is the reason why. But overall, it has helped me reach number 5, which is an effortless, sustained weight loss. There are a lot of hormones involved in helping the body maintain a healthy weight. There's leptin, which tells you you're full. There's ghrelin, which tells you when you're hungry. There's insulin and cortisol, and an excess of both of those tells your body to store fat instead of using fat for fuel. So being on intermittent fasting, my hormones are now functioning in a more efficient manner for fat burning. This is really important for menopausal and postmenopausal women, especially if you're one of those women who you've always eaten the same way, always exercised the same, and yet the weight keeps creeping on, especially around the middle. It's your hormones behaving in a way that is telling your body store fat instead of telling your body to burn fat. Intermittent fasting boosts your metabolic rate while encouraging you to eat fewer meals, because eating fewer meals means less insulin spikes. By denying the body its preferred fuel source, glucose, and thereby keeping your insulin levels low, intermittent fasting encourages the body to burn fat for fuel. It's the only way to get rid of that stubborn, unhealthy, highly inflammatory, visceral fat that accumulates around the belly, around the middle. And for me, that's been the biggest game changer of all. So that's where I'm going to leave you. If you have any questions about intermittent fasting, about how I eat, I will do a follow-up video about the importance of getting proper nutrition, because once you deny your body its preferred fuel, which is glucose, it's going to start using other things. It's going to start using lean muscle mass, which we don't want, and then finally it will go to fat as its as its third and final alternative. So you want to make sure that you're getting a good amount of protein and weight-bearing exercise to keep your muscles strong so that your body can't use them as a fuel source and instead will go into fat. So anyway, so that's where I'm going to leave you for today. There are many other benefits to intermittent fasting that I did not talk about today, so I'm going to link a couple of articles below where you can read more about it and start to research and really understand why people who do it are so passionate about doing it. This video is simply to share my personal experience with intermittent fasting in case it's something that you're interested in trying. And FYI, I recently had my checkup with my doctor, and I asked him about the amount of weight that I've lost, if I've lost too much, and he said that for my frame and my height, I am absolutely where I should be and to keep doing whatever it is I'm doing. So that's what I'm gonna do. So if you enjoyed this video, you got something out of it, then please give it a thumbs up. That really helps out the channel. Of course, if you'd like to subscribe, hey, that would be wonderful. I'd love to have you here at Free Range Diva. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss a thing. So until I see you in my next video, I'm wishing you a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.